If you are a young entrepreneur, I'm going to tell you 10 things that you need to purchase to look professional, feel professional, and have confidence that's going to change your life forever. The first thing that you need to buy is a suit. One thing that I've noticed personally when I step outside the house, even if I'm wearing a very nice outfit, is that the guy who's wearing a suit is the guy who stands out the most. If you guys wear a suit, not only are you looking professional, but you're going to be turning heads left and right, which could attract the next business deal that you've been waiting for. Looking professional helps you feel confident, and it really makes you feel as though you know what you're doing. So make sure that you step outside the house with that confidence by just buying a suit. A suit really isn't too expensive. If you guys aren't looking for the most luxurious one, you could easily find a suit for anywhere from $130 to $250, and on the high end a few $1,000s. But if you're first starting off and you don't have a suit yet, just get you a cheap suit, because either way you're gonna look better than somebody who walks into a business meeting wearing some street clothing. After I bought my first suit, I felt a lot more confident, and I felt like whenever I walked into a room, people really paid me mind and really treated me with respect. So definitely consider buying yourself a suit as a young entrepreneur, because it definitely makes a fat difference. Next up, buy yourself a vision board. I'm gonna tell you right now, although I do a whole lot of stuff on the side, I sometimes get a lot of my things mixed up, and the one thing that's helped me stay organized is writing down notes on the side or writing down what I want my goals to be in the future. So if you buy a vision board and you hang it up in your room or in your office, it's gonna help you stay on track for all of the stuff that you're trying to reach, because you have all of your goals written in front of you. At the end of the day, a goal that's not written down is just an idea, and you want to bring your ideas to life. So just write them down on that vision board, and you guys will notice you'll be knocking out things left and right, because now you know exactly what you're working towards, and you're not just going off of memory, because I'll forget exactly what I wanted to do throughout the day or what I wanted to do in the next few months if I don't write it down. So buy yourself a vision board. It only costs $10, and once you have all of your goals written in front of you on a daily basis, you're gonna start to hit them a whole lot faster. And get yourself a nice desk. It's very hard to be productive if you're sitting in your bed trying to do work, or if you're sitting outside where there's a whole lot of noise and commotion. So if you guys want to be as productive as possible, buy yourself a desk. This guy right here I just got recently, and it's helped me a whole lot. I sit here and do my homework. I plan my day right over here. I'm able to write down all of my ideas and thoughts in a silent area, and it just feels as though I'm really getting work done, because I'm not laying in bed while doing this. Laying in bed is going to make you so much more sluggish than you'd want to be. So if you buy yourself a desk, it's going to make it a whole lot easier to stay productive, because you will now have an area that you could go to really focus and lock in on what you got to do. So buy yourself a desk. It's not too expensive. If you go on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace, you don't have to buy a desk that's this big, because this one is definitely pretty big in my opinion. But you could find a desk that's like $50 and just has enough space for you to fit a notebook and a laptop. So definitely consider looking into buying a desk if you don't have one already. And now, like I said at the start of this video, you got to feel confident to really be confident. And at the end of the day, one thing that people notice as soon as they see you is your smile. So buying yourself a teeth whitening kit is going to make a huge difference in how you proceed throughout your day. Buying a teeth whitening kit not only makes you seem a lot more attractive, but it also makes you look a lot more approachable, especially since you're going to be more tempted to smile. Buying a teeth whitening kit has definitely made a huge difference in how I proceed with my day, because it's a lot easier for me to hold conversations. I don't feel self-conscious about how my teeth look, and it also makes me look a lot more professional, because if you look at models in magazines that are wearing suits and ties, their teeth are always very pristine and they always look very white. The white teeth have definitely made a huge difference in my day-to-day routine, and on top of that, the amount of compliments you're going to get is just going to make you feel so much more confident than you could possibly imagine. So consider buying yourself a teeth whitening kit. They're not that expensive. Mine's personally cost me $50, but I don't really have to restock on it every month like most people do with the little whitening strips. So buy yourself one of those Colgate whitening kits, and it's going to make a huge difference, trust me. Another thing that you need to purchase is a steamer. You guys wouldn't believe how much you need a steamer until you actually have one. Instead of sitting there every morning and going to iron all of my clothes, which is going to take me a whole lot more time, I bought this portable steamer that I could just hold in my hand. After I plug it into the wall, I fill it with water, and it starts to just iron my clothes for me when I pass it over. The best thing about a steamer is that it doesn't burn your clothes, nor does it damage any of the material that your clothes is made with, and it's really not that expensive. You could find a good steamer for like $25 on Amazon. I think mine's cost me $20 or $25, so it's definitely not expensive, and on top of that, it gets the job done a whole lot faster than an iron. Compared to an iron, it'll probably take me 3 minutes to iron a nice shirt, but if I use my steamer, it'll take me like 30 seconds to a minute, which saves me a whole lot of time every time that I want to wear a different outfit. And on top of that, it's a lot more easy to use, because you don't really need an ironing board in order to steam your clothes. I just use a little hanger. I put my shirt on the hanger, and I just pass the steamer over it, and it gets the job done in no time. So buy yourself a steamer, it's worth it. Another thing that you want to purchase to look as professional as possible as a young entrepreneur is a few accessories. And I'll tell you right now, just having a few accessories makes you stand out a whole lot more. When I look at pictures of people who don't have accessories versus somebody who has just a few accessories, even if they're not expensive, The person that has a few accessories normally looks a lot cleaner, they look more professional, and they just look like they have more etiquette. So if you guys want to stand out a little bit more, get yourself a few accessories. It's not going to be that expensive unless you guys are looking for actual gold and silver and stuff. It doesn't have to be real if you're just starting off or if you don't have the funds, but if you have the funds, then go ahead, splurge if you want, because at the end of the day, it's not like it's going to lose value very fast as long as you don't buy stuff with a lot of diamonds. Another thing that you need to purchase is a laptop. If you guys have a desktop, that's cool and all, but if you guys want to get work done on the go, having a laptop is the way to go. Because I'll tell you right now, even though I spend a lot of my time at home, I also get a lot of work done outside of my house, because using my laptop allows me to go into any store or just any public area, connect to the Wi-Fi, and I could start working on whatever I feel like doing. Whether it be doing homework, whether it be working on my online businesses, whether it be just starting a new side hustle, having a laptop makes everything possible, because at the end of the day, everything is online. So if you have a laptop, you have access to all of the resources necessary, especially since a lot of the stuff that will help you be the most productive you can't really do on your cell phone. So buying a laptop is going to be a huge plus. And on top of that, since laptops have been out for so long, you could find a laptop for as cheap as $50 and it'll get the work done. Although I personally use a MacBook, I also have a Chromebook that cost me $50, and that's like my backup laptop if my MacBook ever starts acting up. And this thing does the job perfectly fine. It's also a touchscreen and it does everything that a regular laptop would. Next up, you need to buy books. One thing that I've learned personally is that the best way to learn is by reading. Although that sounds very cliche, I've learned that YouTube videos only have so much information in them. If you're watching an 8-minute video about how to invest, you're not really going to fully learn how to invest, because that's not giving you the full breakdown or all the details necessary. But after buying a few finance books and reading up on it, I found that one finance book could contain all of the information that 50 different finance channels put out there, and I didn't have to watch all 50 of those videos because the book gave me all of that information page for page. So if you buy a few books and you start reading up on them daily or even every week, you're going to gain a lot more knowledge, and it's going to make you a lot more effective in every area of life. After I started reading a few books, I found that I've learned a whole lot more than I did by watching YouTube videos, and by reading I also feel a lot more productive, and I've learned new vocabulary, which has helped me articulate my speech a whole lot better. And when I'm talking to people, I feel like I have a lot more confidence speaking to them, because now I feel like I really know what I'm talking about. It's one thing to watch some guy on YouTube tell you how to do stuff, but it's a whole nother thing to read a book that gives you the full breakdown on all of the information necessary to be successful. So once you read that book, trust me, you're going to feel like you know what you're talking about. You're going to be able to hold conversations a whole lot better, and being able to tell people that you read certain books that they wanted to read is also a huge accomplishment. So look into buying a few books, because it definitely helped me a whole lot, and I'm positive that could help you a whole lot as well. And to match your suit and your accessories, you need to buy yourself a cologne. If you guys have never used cologne before, it's definitely going to make a huge difference in your life. If you smell good, you feel good, and if you feel good, people treat you good. I have like 5 different bottles of cologne that I really use the most, and all of them have a very unique smell for different occasions. If you guys have a smell to match a certain occasion that you're going to, you're going to look more professional still, because you're going to give off a professional vibe, especially if the smell matches the moment. And on top of that, who doesn't like to smell good? If you guys are young and you guys are looking to better your life and you're looking to have more confidence, smelling good is a great way to go, because who wants to talk to somebody who doesn't have some type of pleasant smell? If you guys smell like mustiness or whatever the case is, then people are going to be a lot less prone to holding a conversation with you. But if you walk into the room and people could smell you when you walk by and you smell really, really nice, trust me, you're going to turn their heads. Even if you don't have the nicest outfit on, you'll still turn heads just by having a very pleasant smell. And if you guys want to have the same reaction, just buy yourself some cologne. It's not too expensive if you guys are not going for designer brands. Everything has its own price point, so if you guys want to spend $20, $30 on some cologne, you could find a good cologne for that price range. And if you guys have the money to spend, then you can go ahead and purchase higher end colognes that are around $100, $200, and it'll probably last a little bit longer in terms of how long the smell stays on you. But regardless, you're still going to smell good in the moment, and that's all that matters. And the next thing you're going to want to purchase is workout equipment. You guys might end up going to a gym on a daily basis, but if you guys don't have time to go to a gym, or you spend a lot of your time working from home, then buying a bit of workout equipment is going to make a huge difference in your life. I love working out. I do it every single day. And a few things that I use at home personally that I think a lot of young adults should have, especially if you're a young male looking to build your body, is you need to have a few dumbbells at a weight that's pretty sustainable for you. You don't want it to be too light, nor do you want it to be extremely heavy. So I'll say just get yourself a 20-pound dumbbell, and then after that, you want to get a pull-up bar that you could hang on your door frame, because trust me, pull-ups are going to help your back a whole lot. And you could just use the dumbbells to do squats as well. And the last thing you're going to want to purchase is a jump rope, which helps a whole lot with cardio, and it helps you build a lot of muscle groups in your entire body. Now, although you don't need workout equipment to work out, it's definitely beneficial to have it if you want to target certain muscle groups. But even without buying workout equipment, just working out in itself is a good thing to do. And you could do that with body weight. You could do regular squats, you could do push-ups on a daily basis, you could go out there and go for a run. It's just all of those small things that add up over time. But buying workout equipment is definitely a huge plus that I suggest a lot of you young adults do, especially if you're a young entrepreneur, because you definitely want to look fit and feel good about yourself when you're trying to make a lot of business deals, because it has a huge impact on how your whole mindset works. So if you guys are looking to better yourselves, make sure you consider everything that I mentioned in this video, because it made a huge difference for me, and I know for a fact it's going to make a difference for you. So go ahead and look into that. Besides that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course turn on post notifications. And if you guys are new, go ahead and comment down what you guys would like to see in the next few videos. Besides that, I'll see you guys in the next one.